Welcome, beautiful people, to my channel. It's your girl, Positive Vibez Des, better known as Des, or just Destiny. And I wanted to welcome you guys back to another Wellness Wednesdays. As you can see down in the title, being that we're in the first week of May, it was really important for me to come to you guys talking about mental health. As you may or may not know, that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. The color that represents Mental Health Awareness Month is green, and it may not be this shade of green, but green nonetheless. And I wanted to use this video to discuss what mental health is, some signs that you can pay attention to when you're not functioning at your best, encouraging you guys to seek professional support, and tools in which you can use to stay educated about mental health. I did want to mention that throughout this video, you will see some quotes pop up on the screen about mental health or mental health awareness, and I want you to take some time to sit with them and see how they resonate with you. So we've all heard the term mental health, and if you haven't, I am here to tell you what it is. But mental health refers to a combination of our feelings, emotions, and kind of what is going on internally. Mental health is on a continuum, right? Just like our physical health can be on a continuum. Sometimes we could be doing really well physically, and other times we may not be doing so well. The same thing is true for our mental health. Sometimes we could be doing really well and achieving that wellness that we've been talking about for the past couple weeks, or we cannot be doing so well because life has thrown us curveballs. There's stress, there's a whole bunch of different things happening in life, so there could be times when we're not doing so well mentally. I think the main thing around that is being able to identify when you're not doing well. Because a lot of the times we're so used to being on autopilot, we're so used to just going. If stresses come, we kind of deal with it in a moment, move on, and not really pay attention to the signs. And mental health, or hearing the term like mental health illness, there's such a huge stigma behind that. And knowing that it's okay not to be okay. Typically, people don't want to hear about, oh, well, you know, I may be dealing with a mental health illness, or my mental health is not doing so well, or stuff like that. And again, there's a negative stigma around it that, oh, because you need mental health support, then you're crazy or there's something wrong with you. No. Like I said, we all have mental health, and it's whether it's, you know, doing well and achieving that through wellness, or it's not doing so well. Then if it's not doing okay, see what you can put in place to help it be better. As a licensed mental health professional, I think it's my duty to come on here and share with you guys about what mental health is, and encouraging you guys to understand, know, and be more educated on when it's time to seek help. Again, I know that there is the stigma around therapy and talking about your personal life and your personal business, but I always try to tell people that if it's been bothering you for this long, then more than likely you do not have the tools yet to work on, fix, or navigate whatever the situation is. And the role as a therapist, counselor, however you want to call it, is to be able to help you build up those tools. We're not doing the work for you, but we are supporting you and bringing out what's already in you to be able to help you navigate whatever is going on for you. There are so many different types of mental health illnesses, but the most common mental health illness that people may face at some point or another in their life is usually either anxiety or depression. But like I said, there are a slew of different mental health illnesses, and I think that sometimes when we're not informed or have the knowledge or educated on certain things, then it tends to be something that we shy away from. And if you or someone you know is experiencing a more severe mental health disorder, then taking the time out to gain the knowledge about it, the symptoms, the signs, some of the triggers, and of course, what are possible solutions to help you or that person navigate this diagnosis. So, some things to think about is when whatever it is that you're struggling with, if it gets in the way of your everyday functioning, if you're not able to go to work or go to school or engage in things that you need to do because you're so consumed in focusing on the stressor or the event or the situation. So that can be a sign in which you would want to seek some professional support. Another sign can be if it's causing you, constant distress, if you're always sad, if you're always angry, if you're always at a heightened emotional level. You would want to really take time to evaluate to see, what is going on internally for you. If it's something that, if you can change the situation, try and change it, change the environment, change whatever, to see if that helps you to feel better. And if it doesn't, then maybe that's a sign in which you can seek some professional support. The final sign that I wanted to make mention if you should seek some professional support is if you really and truly have absolutely no support system. I do know that everyone's life circumstances situation is different, their life is set up differently, and sometimes people do not have anyone that they can lean on, talk to, or don't have an ear or shoulder that they can lean on. So if you are one of those persons who do not have any type of support, and support looks different. It's not just one-on-one with the person. It can be a group. It can be a wide variety of things. But if you don't have that, seeking professional support is okay. So, with that being said, different ways in which you can get connected to a professional. You can always go through your primary care provider, whoever your PCP is. Talk to them, let them know you're not feeling your best, or you're anxious, or you're depressed, or you just have not been feeling well, you want to be connected. They have people there to connect you with your local agencies. If you want to take the little bit more independent route, you can research your local clinic. And finally, there are also a lot of hotlines that are available, and I'll be sure to list them down in the description box. But particularly if you're in a crisis, there are a lot of crisis hotlines. There are a lot of resources and numbers in which you can call if you just kind of you're stressed out in the moment, you feel so overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, and you need kind of like a one-off support. Those are also available. And I know New York City, they have NYC Well, in which you can also text, if you're in a crisis and don't want to talk or whatever. That's also an option. But there are so many different resources out there, but those three are the main ways in which you can be connected to a professional. I wanted to mention that if you are feeling unsure, right, if something you're dealing with, something you're navigating is considered a mental health challenge or a mental health illness diagnosis or whatever, there are a lot of online screening tools in which you can use to help see if the symptoms in which you're experiencing fit within a particular diagnosis. Now, I know online there are a lot of things that you have to take with a grain of salt, but I will also be sure to list down in the description box below different reputable websites in which you can use online screening tools to see if you are, experiencing some, I guess, not well mental health. And you can use that as a way to decipher and say, okay, this says that, I may be fit in the criteria of this or this diagnosis. Now, let me take the next step in seeking professional help. So I wanted you guys to take away from this that mental health is something that we all have, we all experience it. Sometimes our mental health may be doing well, other times it may not be doing well. In educating yourself about mental health, that can help you to know when or if professional support is needed, and knowing that wellness is all a part of our mental health. As we practice wellness, that will help us move from, if we're not doing so well in our mental health, to improving and doing a lot better. Wellness is that key component to help build mental health and keep it balanced. As I also mentioned in my What is Wellness video that you can find right here. I hope that you were able to take away the importance of Mental Health Awareness Month. And mental health awareness is so important nowadays to think about more than just in the month of May. And being aware of your own personal stuff, as well as being aware other people are struggling or navigating their own mental health, is also important. So I want to hear from you guys. What are you going to be doing for yourself during this Mental Health Awareness Month? Or what can you do for someone else that you may know to support them during this Mental Health Awareness Month? Okay? I hope that you learned, can apply, and share the knowledge. And be sure to turn on your post notifications so that you are aware of every time that I post. And thank you guys for watching, and do know that I'm always wishing you peace, love, and light.